the Federation of Super-Earth, keeping managed democracy safe with the lives of our heroes, protecting freedom from tyranny with the gentle touch of an iron fist. But liberty's enemies march ever closer. Together, we must take back control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy!
Together for victory!
Together for liberty!
Together for liberty!
Together, they fight for freedom. Will you?
What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe.
And I'm Brandon.
Before we get into today's episode, we got to thank our sponsors, which is, good old Comic Shield. They're awesome.
That's right, ComicShield.com. We use Comic Shield exclusively to ship our comics.
They're better, cheaper, the best.
And also our other sponsor, Gabe's Cave Comics, Cards, and Collectibles. Check us out on Gabe'sCave.com.
I know those guys. I swear I do.
I'm right here.
Yeah, check out our website. Anyways, we've got a few announcements. We got some cons. Fan Expo Dallas, June 7th to 9th. That'll be fun. I'll be running around and at a booth. We'll be at the booth with a couple artists. I know Tone will be there. That'll be a lot of fun. We've also got July 27th and 28th at OKC Horror Con. That'll be fun. It always is. They've got some pretty hot celebrities on that one. That's going to be fun.
Hot how?
Like, not... Not like that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like popular.
Okay.
Like,
gotcha.
Like one of the dudes is supposedly right now the most famous in the horror industry, or the most popular in the horror industry or something.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah, like he hasn't been doing cons for a while, and then he like just started doing them again, and people are like, oh my gosh. So
sweet.
Yeah, that's fun. We got one GeekCon, August 16th to the 18th. That'll be fun. That's down in Shreveport, Louisiana. Yes. Yeah, that's fun. We always like doing that. We'll be running panels there. We'll also be running panels at OKC HorrorCon. And then we got Cowtown Comic Con, where we'll be running panels. It's good friends, Chris Hayes and
McClay McGuire.
Yeah.
October 26th and 27th.
Yeah. Make sure if you're in the area of any of those, come check them out. And also remember, we don't do the sketch cards on here anymore. They are all on Facebook and Instagram. It's the same way to sign up. It's really quick. Just click a link, get it done, fill it out, and pick which ones you like. Make sure to go do that. It's a lot of fun. We've got a bunch of exclusives. You can check them out on our website. It's getting to so many that you can't really announce them all right here. But
if you go on our front page of Gabe'sCave.com, you'll see a good list of them.
You will. There are.
I want to talk about citizenship, what it means to preserve freedom and liberty.
Maybe some democracy?
Some managed democracy.
Ooh, and this is the best kind.
That is the kind.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the some news in the gaming industry today. There's a game that has blown up recently, and everybody should know it if you're in the gaming industry. And it has set AAA companies on their backs.
Made them look stupid.
And I think the most insulting thing to these AAA companies is the dev team is a little over 100 people. Most dev teams for AAA companies are in the thousands. CD Projekt Red runs what is considered a small dev team at 1,000 people. A little bit under sometimes.
Call of Duty's teams are usually around 3,000, if not more.
And that's considered an average size team. So, but the game we're talking about is, of course, Helldivers 2.
Enlist in the galaxy's elite fighting force. Work together to protect your future. Dispense peace with the ultimate weaponry. Become a legend. Join the Helldivers.
It has absolutely laid all these AAA game companies, especially not going to name any names, but Activision, on their back. The new Call of Duty has flopped really hard because of it, and it's amazing to see that whenever a dev team goes and puts just a little bit more work and a little bit more love into their game, the same way that you would build an indie game, it genuinely gets popularity and love.
A little over 100 people put 7 years in development into this game, and it shows.
It does. It really does.
Fire in the hole! Calling down a sentry!
Not to mention that as soon as the game launched and it started to blow up, their servers got overloaded. They had to get a new set of servers and upgrade their servers.
Not today!
And then they turned around and hired a little more, like a few more people. I think they're around like 110, 125 area. That's about the most of it. They have barely over 100 people, which is crazy. And not to mention they're pushing out almost weekly updates. Like literally weekly updates. They've got small updates that come out almost daily or every couple of days, but weekly updates, which is amazing. Not to mention they are constantly releasing new stuff. And to see that be in a game and it be free is insane, because most AAA game companies now have been pushing all of their updates after the first 3 major updates as DLC, and they have released multiple major updates. And it's also funny because they have listed one developer as a almost ruler over all of what's going on.
Right.
And he runs all the story stuff and also runs just goofy things in game. Like you'll be in the game and he'll spawn a bunch of enemies on you.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery. Not today! South, 200 meters.
And not to mention, this is a PvE game, so player versus entity. You're not fighting other players, which doesn't get done often anymore because people thought it would not be popular, and PvP seems like it's going to be better. It's more competitive, and you always run into the fact that you can always charge your people more to get the better stuff, because if they're playing against other players, they're going to be more competitive. They're going to need the better stuff and spend more money. And to see that not in a game, I think one of the last ones we saw it in that was popular was Destiny, but that's, again, a looter shooter, and Destiny 2 has definitely gone down because of all of the DLCs costing so much money, and then you play it on a different platform and it costs you more money, and then they turned around and they made half of them free after they made enough money off of it that they were like, hey, we're making good money, we're just going to make them all free now.
What I find interesting about the whole thing with Helldivers 2 is that a new game, AAA game, usually costs $60 to $70.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can buy the battle pass. And then if you want the best meta weapon from Call of Duty or whatever, then you got to buy the weapons pack to get the meta gun. And then as soon as the next weapons pack comes out, they nerf that one. So that one's no longer the good one. So it's a constant money grab, a constant microtransaction. And you know what? I would play Call of Duty sometimes and I would feel angry after I got off the game. And that's not what you want to feel when you get off a game.
Especially not when gaming is your hobby to actually just relax and enjoy yourself.
There's nothing better for a 40-year-old dad just to come home, let out some steam in a game, shoot some bugs or some automatons, and then get off the game and feel like you accomplished something, you had fun. I've not had fun in a game legitimately for so long that I forgot that I wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
And not to mention, the way that this works is it is completely progressive on the players. So the more players that do something, the more you progress then when you progress, the game rewards everybody as a whole for participating. Yeah,
and what you do in the game affects as the player base. What they do in the game affects this story.
Yeah.
So just because you're doing the major order doesn't mean it's always the good thing to do.
Yeah. And if you think a almost satirical amount of nationalism is funny, then you would very much enjoy this game.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Think Starship Troopers, because there is a lot of
There is.
similarities between things in this game and that movie.
Yes.
The bugs look just like the bugs from Starship Troopers. Some of the guns, some of the armor.
You're literally taking Starship Troopers. You're adding Halo ODST, where you're dropping in drop pods, and then Terminator, and then the Starship Trooper bugs. And pretty soon there will be stuff more like Destiny's enemies kind of thing. So if you've played the first Helldivers, of course you'd understand what all of them are. But to see it in a third-person shooter that can also be a first-person shooter, you're not competing against other players, you're working with them. It has absolutely changed what the gaming community is doing currently. It's all I'm not going to say it's like a hive mind, but it's more of everybody's actually working together on something. Nobody's bickering about, what's this and what should do this and who should have this and how should this go. It's all just, we need to go do this.
I would make you try this if you're a gamer. This is the best $40 I've spent in years on a game. I would do it again 100 times. This game is awesome. Yeah, I can't say enough about it. It's the story, the gameplay, the working together, even just like the weapons, the stratagems, all that. The stratagems can be very satisfying.
They can. They're a lot of fun. It is absolutely an enjoyable game, and if you are into gaming, you should check it out.
Now, if you want to play with me per se, you can search for me under my gamer tag on Helldivers II. Tugboat Johnson.
You can. You sure can.
I'll play with you.
You will. You get kicked from a lot of games.
I do get kicked from a lot of games.
So do I. It's okay. Yeah.
I'm like level 20 now. So.
I'm getting up there.
I'm getting better.
Yeah. We're both getting up there. Yeah. Anyways, so that's about all we got for today. Just wanted to, talk about the gaming community for a bit because it was a very interesting thing that's been happening. It's a lot similar to Lethal Company, which was an indie game, a single developer, and he outperformed about every AAA game that was coming out at the time, which was pretty funny. Which actually was not that long ago, but this is done even better than that has. So, anyways, thank y'all for watching. Bye.